What's up, y'all? You rocking with Moochie, and this is Moochilla's review. So hit the hammer, cause you came through. Ew. So today we're talking about Yorana. This is Yorana, season 2, and the episode is part 13. And I got Tamika from Tamika's Den. She's here and we're gonna break down this episode and have a lot of fun this evening. And let's get into it. Let's see who's here. Hey Tamika.
Hey, what's up, y'all? What's going on, everybody?
All right, who we got here, T? Who we got here, Tamika?
Hey, pretty girl. What's going on? What's up, Kendall? Hey, Zaria. How y'all feeling today? What's going on? What kind of day y'all having?
All right, so
Jeremiah, what's going on?
all right, I'm just sharing everything. Just give me a second.
What's up, Michelle?
All right, you ready? So,
Mm-hmm.
what did you think of this episode? Because now the onion layers are being peeled back, girl.
Yes, definitely. um, I thought it was a good episode.
Me
It
too.
was good. They had some things going on. We finding out that what's her name, Olivia, know more, a lot more than she letting on. I mean, we already know that she was doing her homework, and of course she got this game plan going on, but
Mm-hmm.
we found out that she really playing games out here.
Yeah, she's playing games. She's knowing where he is each and every moment of the day.
Hmm.
Um, she, and I know y'all touched on it last night for her for episode 1, but now we know she got something on that phone where she's hearing and knowing what's going on, and I think he's getting ready to he's catching on to it too.
Yes,
He's
absolutely.
catching on because it's like whenever she look up, dude she's here, she's here. She crossed
Hmm.
the street, around the corner, pulling up to the
Right.
bus stop. She's crazy with it.
Yes, she is. She is. He was pissed with her. Well, first I was cracking up. I mean, of course, this is a shock to him. He was not expecting to be meeting no daggone, grandbaby.
I
And so
know.
he came out of there like, no, 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 no.
He was like, no, 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 no,
Yes.
no, no. Yeah, he was pissed off. Like, I mean, he wasn't pissed off. He just was taken
Yeah,
aback
in
with the
shock.
whole.
Yes.
He was in shock.
Hmm.
He was in shock. What's up,
Absolutely.
Daria? He was in shock. He trying to figure out what's going on. He
Exactly.
it's just crazy right now. He's trying to figure out what's going on. What happened with like she knew about this all along, so now he's
Right.
looking for her, and then so happens soon as you know what it is. This is why I know she's got some kind of thing on his phone because soon as he found out about that baby, she called that phone.
Right.
She
Yes.
called the phone and then said, "Hi, Grandpa," some crazy like
Right.
that.
She
Yep.
daggone sure did. I was like, well, dag, not even a minute after he freaking, walking out and trying to take it in. That really pissed him off even more too. And then gonna talk about what's his name. He like, you already know his name. You know more than me. Why don't you tell me? Shoot.
You know.
Mm-hmm. What's up, Suburbia?
So hey Suburbia. All right, so look, let me just do this just quick commercial, y'all, real quick. We are having a subscribers line for the month of February, and we do have one of our subscriber-thon people in the chat, and that's Pretty Girl. Please tune in to her channel at 8:15 tonight. She's doing the power. Is it tonight? Yeah, the power rewatch, or is it tomorrow? What's today?
Today is Wednesday,
Okay,
child.
yeah, it is Wednesday. Dang, I'm forgetting the days of the week, y'all.
Listen, I had to
Yeah, so
think
she
about
be
it
on
too.
at
It's a
8.
lot.
Yeah. I'm just like, wait, what today? Yeah, so Pretty Girl is doing the rewatch of Power. Y'all need to check that out at 80. I think it's 8:05 or 8:15, something like that. Put it in the chat, Pretty Girl. Let us know what time you there. She getting everything ready. What's up, Miss T? Ew. Hello. Okay, so
Yes.
now she not only is she part of the subscriber-thon, I have it's myself, Tamika, Nita the Diva, Brillo the Big Review, and a few other people. I believe Mo.J. It's a couple, it's quite a few people that is on the roster for this subscriber-thon. I'm trying to get to 2,000 subscribers. Please holla at your girl. Hit that like button and share and subscribe to my channel. Subscribe, please subscribe to Tamika's Den and holla at your girl. All right. So basically, at this point, let me get that off the screen. All right. He's he's at this point with this whole thing. I'm not gonna be a spy. Um, I'm not doing all of this and that with this. And he's basically letting her know, like, and she's like, well, I didn't hire you. I didn't take you out of jail for your espionage.
Right.
She she got away with words.
Yeah, she do. She
got away
definitely
with
do.
words. And she was just like saying all of that. And I say that to say, what's her whole, I know she wants to get the whole crime syndicate, but do you really think that Jimmy Baxter is going to confide in him even though they're grandparenting together?
Heck no. That's why I'm kind of
Okay.
confused at her plan, because she's telling him, I already know who you are, what you could do, what you can't do. And she said you're the only one that's this close to them, but he's not close to them at the end of the day. Like,
He's
his
not.
son basically did a hit and run with their son, and now his son is dead. So it's like, I guess she's playing on the fact that this grandbaby is involved in it. I'm assuming
And
that
that,
that's a that
no, go
that's
ahead.
like a
I'm
big.
listening.
Oh no, I was saying, I'm assuming that she's thinking the grandbaby's a big part of it, because then she tells him, I don't want you to go do nothing but be a grandfather. Like, huh?
I
I was
know.
like,
I
Olivia, you
didn't
playing.
understand that. Like, you want him to
Hmm.
be a grandfather, but you want him to dig up and figure out some information.
Yeah, she definitely got jokes, Miss T.
Yeah,
Definitely.
she do. She got jokes. She is funny.
Hmm.
Um, she she's just crazy with it right now. She's just crazy with it
Right.
right now. And he's not feeling all of this. He just got out of jail. He's still in mourning his son. And he just want to live a nice quiet life. He don't want to be doing no sort of infiltrating or anything like that. That's not his thing. That's
Right.
not his bag. That's not what he
Exactly.
do.
Shoot, he didn't even want to be bothered. He didn't even want to be alive no more, let alone running behind trying to figure out how to get the daggone Baxters for her.
Exactly. He
Shoot.
did. He felt like he didn't want to live anymore. He's
Hmm.
mourning his son, his wife. His whole life
Exactly.
changed. His whole life went
Hmm.
from a drastic change just for one decision that he made. The
Right.
bad decision. Because we're gonna get to that later with them discussing it, and it was really deep. I like where they was going with that conversation, and I thought we was gonna get some sort of compassion from
Right.
Jimmy. Well,
No,
we do not.
absolutely not.
Exactly.
Hey, Alicia.
So my thing is this. Now that he's in there, they're talking, she gets him basically he's gonna go back in, but I don't think this is gonna be a difficult nut to crack with him feeding her information.
Right.
So
Definitely.
um I can't stand Carlo. he he's showing him he's so proud of what he's about to do with the
Hmm.
hotels and how it's got the whole skyline of New Orleans, and he's just like, can't we just come back when it's all built? So
Right.
he has
That
this.
was so funny to me.
It was, and then he has this entitled. He has an attitude of entitlement.
Exactly. But listen, they don't let him have that way for how many years?
Mhm.
And he trying to tell him, like, no, we building up something here. This is our legacy. This is something for me to leave to you and you to learn and run. And He didn't care about that. But once he broke it down to him, he just started giving him a smile, like, "Yeah, okay."
Yeah. But it's just like he's breaking it down. But let me ask you this, Tamika. Hypothetically speaking, do you think Carla would be able to run this?
No.
I agree.
His mother would be running it, and she'd be done random in the daggone ground messing
We're
with her.
extorting people and all sorts of
Yeah.
nonsense. Cause we find out she's the thug of the bunch.
Yes, absolutely. I agree with that.
She is the thug of the bunch, homegirl.
Mm-hmm.
So hold on.
Hey, Samara.
Okay, I was just sharing it to her too. Wow. So I'm just trying to get everything.
Yeah, he definitely is not about this life right here at all.
No, I don't think he could do any sort of business deals because he's used to he's a street he's a street guy. He could be muscle, but
Right.
never in a boardroom.
Yeah, I definitely could see him being muscle.
Tina says Carlo lacks common sense using his right hand man as a gift. Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
yeah, he
Yeah.
did. Now she comes to his job. This is still a night after he finds out about
Right.
little Rocco, Adam.
Mm-hmm.
And she was like, "Well, if you don't want to have anything to do with us, I totally understand." He said, "No, it's not that. I don't know what I want."
Mm-hmm.
And he was just taken aback.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, yeah, she can't blame him for that. He ain't know nothing about this daggone baby. You bringing out this baby out of nowhere. Like, here's your grandbaby.
Mhm.
And so he definitely needs a minute to soak it all in and just come to the realization like it's another piece of his son that's still here that he didn't know about.
Right.
Mhm.
So now with let me see what the chat is saying. Okay. I could understand being afraid of the mob, but he was a judge which supersedes any mafioso connection. Just ask Don Corleone. Exactly. He had more power than he realized. Suburbia.
Yeah.
He showed that he had powers in some areas, but he shouldn't have had fear against them like that.
Yeah, I think it was just more about protecting his son. Once that came into play, everything else went out the window.
Mm-hmm.
Because he was moving pretty, well, at least trying to move pretty smart and be on top of things and ahead of them with a lot of aspects before, everything hit the daggone fan. And then Adam didn't make it no easier with some of the daggone decisions and things he was doing.
Exactly.
Mm-hmm.
Exactly. He didn't make it easier. And it seemed like he was doing something like I hate to cross mingle other shows, but he reminds me of a young Canaan. How he was
Mm-hmm.
messing up Rock's plans
Right,
because he was
absolutely.
having everything in order, and then boom, he goes and
Right.
meets this girl,
Mm-hmm.
and he's in love with her now.
Exactly.
So it's just like I know it was trauma bonding, but come on, yeah, he did make it hard. He did make it hard, Adam.
Mm-hmm.
Um, so my next thing, I love Mo. You know, we talked about this
Yeah.
last week, and she ready to make this deal that Lil Mo set up with his cousin Trey, and they going to meet with the guy that's with the cartel.
Right.
And he's gonna meet with the guy with the that's with the cartel, but they gotta be straight up and have this money, or things could go sideways.
Right.
Things could go sideways, and she like, I trusted you before, and you look at what you did as far as with the little boy, and
Yeah.
as far as with Eugene, and you messed that up, but let's go make some money, because he was like scared money don't make money. So she
Right.
like, all right, let's make this money. So she's
Mm-hmm.
with it. All right, let me see what Monique says. Hey Monique, Yes, he does
Hmm.
act. He was acting like a young Kanan. Okay. Okay. Rocco was supposed to take over. Rocco had a good head on his shoulders because he got along. Rocco and Thea, they were very close.
Yes.
They were
Hmm.
very close. That's why she has so much disdain for her father's business.
Right.
And she has a lot of resentment towards the mother too.
Yeah, absolutely. Definitely. She don't want nothing to do with them. And they
No,
can't understand it. It's like, no, come on over here back with us.
exactly. Now we see him in school and someone slams the locker and he has PTSD.
Yes, yeah. I
It's
feel
like
bad for him.
froze for a minute. The teacher noticed it. So I hope. Let me ask you this, okay? And this might be I guess a prediction or a foreshadowing moment. Do you think the principal is going to do some digging to find out where this child really came from?
That's what I think. I'm kind of worried about him because I'm like, are they gonna try to put him in counseling? Are they gonna have any police involved? Is she gonna be digging? Something gonna turn up about who he really is and where he come from? I feel like they didn't put that whole situation in there for nothing, as far as them questioning him. And then they could
Mm-hmm.
obviously see that he's jumpy. He wasn't answering to the name they was calling. I'm pretty sure they picking up on something going on. So it's like by them digging, what's gonna come up. I'm worried about that.
She's picking up on everything.
Yeah, she's definitely observing him.
She's picking up on everything, and she's taking little notes. That's
Hmm.
what she's doing now.
We finally seen her with the grandbaby.
Exactly. So now we know that everybody knows about this baby. But I'm
Hmm.
gonna go back to the first uh in the first, I want to say it was the first episode where he was like, "We've done everything she's asked."
Right.
That's so basically she wanted to be on her own. She didn't want them to have anything to do with the baby, not that much. And she
Hmm.
wanted to be basically have her own spot where she could have her
Right.
own freedom.
Hmm.
And so now we know that she has this baby.
Right.
So that means I was putting it together. I figured it was people like at the hotel watching that kid when she's out.
Hmm.
Anybody gonna watch that kid rather than make up do rooms 13 to 15.
Right.
They'll keep the baby in where they be like, okay, all I gotta do is keep this baby. And
Hmm.
I'm sure she has like one of them housekeepers watching that baby, like I said last night.
Yeah, she probably do. That makes sense because she sure enough be shopping and going downstairs to do stuff and everything else.
I don't understand why he drawing them pictures either, Suburbia, because
That's just his
it's
way
just
of
documenting the crime.
right. He's just expressing himself though because he's traumatizing. He ain't thinking about the bigger picture of if they see those pictures, they was gonna be putting two and two together and may start daggone investigating him. But
Mm-hmm.
that's what a lot of kids do. They're either gonna write it down, maybe it's gonna be poetry, lyrics, drawing, and with him he draws. So he should have just not had it out where they could have been coming across it though.
Mm-hmm.
Do
Hey,
that at
Samara.
home or something.
Mm-hmm. 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 So yeah. So as far as that with the baby, so now we see this, and she wants to have him christened, and
Hmm.
she's steady telling her mother, I'm an atheist. This is not
Right.
what I believe.
Hmm.
I don't feel like I need to do this. And she's like, well, if you do this for me, this will be the last thing I ask for because I just want Rocco to meet Rocco in the afterlife.
Right. She knows she full of crap. But I mean, this don't surprise me because they was arguing with her and religion and her beliefs in season one. So it's like we
Mm-hmm.
already know that they on a whole different path when it comes to that. And she was of course trying to get under her skin and make her feel guilty about it. Like, oh, if I bring up Rocco, knowing she named the baby after Rocco and how close she was
She's
with him.
manipulative
Yeah,
too.
very
She's very
manipulative.
manipulative and she's a
Hmm.
narcissist. But I'm gonna say this about Gina Baxter. She's not she No, I'll wait till we get to the next point because then it'll come out. But she did apologize for smacking her.
Yeah. Mhm.
Climb down from the cross. Jesus wants it back. Did
Yes.
you say somebody in your family uses that
Yes, my
phrase?
grandmother used to
Oh
say that.
man.
Mhm. And I remember one time, even in my counseling, I was talking to my therapist about something, and he was like, "You not Jesus? Why you trying to climb up on the cross?" I was like, "Well, wait a minute."
What? Like, yo,
uh,
I'm scared for the baby because of her mother. Me too. But me too. But me too. And you know why I'm scared for the baby? Because she can't stand Michael. She can't stand Michael, and
mhm.
well, she's not gonna go anywhere because of the
Right.
simple fact is that they basically feel like they own the city.
Yeah.
So she's not going nowhere. She'll just
No.
make her life difficult.
Right. Mhm.
Hey,
Absolutely.
girl.
Hey, Inga.
All right. Ew. All right. So moving on. He. Wait. Are we okay? Wait. Hold on. Let me come back. All right. So now we get to. Is this the first slide? Yeah. Okay. So now we. Okay. Wait. Is this the first slide? Okay. Yeah. All right. So we get here. He drove to Texas. He got the money in hand. Eugene looks scared as heck. He
Mhm.
thinks he. I know he's thinking he's coming back for him,
Right. Yeah.
but that's not the case.
Mhm.
He got, they came. He came to buy a car. And he wanted his cousin to check it out.
Right.
Okay, lie after lie after lie after
She
lie.
knew that was bull crap. And then it was cute, but a little corny, funny at the same time. He was like, "Oh, I'm here to see my favorite auntie," and at the same time, I wanted Bubba. She's like, "No, I'm not the favorite aunt." But she was giving both of them the side eye, like, "Yeah, just go ahead and go in there and get something to eat. I know you hungry."
Uh huh.
But Eugene was definitely like, "Oh God, is he here for me?" You could tell his heart dropped, and then they was just looking at that bag that he had.
Exactly. She knew something was up though, cause she looked at
Mhm.
him like, oh, she planned on buying a a a club, and
Mhm.
she sell drugs at night,
Right.
and she just like, like, what does the town think? She already. I'm glad we see where she stands as far as with the business. It
Mhm.
ain't her business. She don't want to have nothing to do with it. She
Right.
want to live a nice, quiet life, and she does her thing. She
Mhm.
wants to live a nice, quiet life. She don't want to have nothing to do with Queen's side of the business. Now the question is this Queen's sister?
I think so. That's what I wasn't 100% sure of when she was like, "I'm not the favorite aunt." You already know that, so you ain't got to tell me no lie. I was like, okay, so I'm assuming they sisters. Uh,
Okay, so whose child is little Mo?
that's where I was lost at because I thought that Big Mo was Little Mo's mom. But maybe
I
they
thought
have
so
another sister
too.
and she was taking care of him. I don't know. I'm not too sure about that part.
All
I'm
right.
maybe they're gonna go more into that in the next episode.
Yeah, so on Sheila, who's the mother of little Mo? That's what I want to know.
Yeah, I definitely want to know that.
Okay, I would have thought too everyone was side eyeing each other. Yeah. Okay, she only kills for the Lord. You talking about Gina Baxter? Okay, I like on Shield though. So her and yeah, I think they are sisters. I think
hmm
sisters, and I think it was another one, but she's not. Or it's I think it's another one, but she's not here no more, or a brother or something.
Yeah, that's what
But
I
now we
think.
know it was another person.
Right.
Yes, they gonna have beef with each other, Inga.
hmm
I see it coming, yo. But now you
Definitely.
done came down here with your dirty business. But we gonna get to it. She done came down here with her dirty business, and now he's jammed up right now. But
Right.
yeah, everybody wants to know. I guess they gonna unravel it.
Yeah.
Why did they lie to her to let you? I don't know if they lied. He just brought him down there, and she didn't. They didn't tell nothing. They just said he probably need to stay there because
Mhm.
she probably knows about everything happening with the parents and stuff like that.
Right.
Because it was in the news and everything, his whole
Mhm.
thing. So I'm sure she probably knows that. So they probably think he's an orphan and he needs a place to stay. They don't know about him actually taking out uh
Right.
Adam. So they don't
Right.
know about that. Cause
Yeah,
the
I
way he
doubt they
dressed.
know all the
Which
details. I doubt she knows all the details, but she probably knows that he's been through a lot, saw a lot, lost his family, and
mm-hmm.
just, wanted to get away and need a place to stay.
Right. So hey, this I'm like, oh man, it just seemed like something like we know that the deal's supposed to go through, but they know they can't mess that guy over. Speaking of deals, let's go to this.
Oh
He knows
Lord.
damn well he ain't want to take her to this meeting with the mayor.
He sure didn't.
You seen his face like, oh shit, you
Yes.
going?
Mhm.
It's like he can't tell her no. And
He can't. He don't have no type of control over her. She was like, "Oh, y'all on y'all way to see the mayor? Okay, let's go. I'm ready." He just looking.
mm-mm.
Oh God, just bum rush the whole meeting.
Sophia meets with Michael outside at the park, and this
Mhm.
fool Carlo shows up,
Yeah,
and
he
he was
messed up the
very
whole
rude.
vibe.
He messed up
Mhm.
the whole vibe. He was very rude. But you know what? I'm glad Michael got him back with this dude is on he's on pins and needles right now.
Mhm.
Well, not yet. He's
Yeah.
trying to figure out his angle because then you're gonna come in and like talk to him crazy
Yeah.
and like you threatening him.
And you got a nerve to be like, "Oh, a convict around. What are you doing coming and all this?" I'm like, "Excuse me, you a convict too." They ain't gonna talk about, "Oh, but I served, my time." Yeah, but you also freaking, murdered somebody, an innocent boy. So Michael was giving it right back to him.
Mm-hmm.
And then he's like, "Oh, have you ever heard of who was it? I forgot the name of the person, but
Oh, I got the name.
okay,
The name is
the hammer or something like that."
no. It's let me get
I know he said so. He was like, "No, I never heard of that." And he went and looked it up.
yup.
Yeah,
He
him
was like,
shook.
he said, you know what, Carlo? You know what, Carlo? You remind me of Harry the Hook.
Okay, Harry the Hook.
He
I'm
said, you
saying him.
remind me of Harry
I
the
know it
Hook.
was something
You
with
know
an
it was
H.
a tool, right?
Yeah.
You know what he
Yes.
remind me of? You know if it was him, I would have had it all plastered all over the
Right.
place now, girl. Okay? But he's like, you remind me of Harry the Hook.
Mhm.
Yeah, Carlos, yeah, he had to. He had to. How Carlo believed he was really innocent.
Oh, please.
Carlo knew doggone well he wasn't innocent. That was all privilege that got him off. All
Exactly.
privilege and luck from the judge.
Mhm.
So my thing is this. Now he tells him the story about you wanna go to the whole Harry the Hook thing or we come back to it.
Yeah, I mean, he just basically looked it up, found out who it is, because he was like, "No, I never heard of it." He left him, standing there looking stupid, like, "Yeah, you remind me of him." And I like the fact that he did that because he was being really rude, and then gonna say, "Oh, I'm going over there to apologize to him," and Fia
And
should have
they
knew
talking about
daggone
you're the
well.
criminal.
Right.
No, you're the criminal. I just
Hmm.
got jammed up and I got put in a situation where I had to do what I had to do.
Right.
Me and you were not the same.
Exactly. Nowhere near the same.
Hmm. Let me see what the chat is saying. All right. Yes. Okay. Everybody's saying okay. We got 19 people in the building. Please hit that like button. Please share and holler at your girl. What's up? Yeah, Carlo the Hook. We gonna be hooked up again
Exactly.
and right back in the bing.
Hmm.
So she goes here, and to me, she messed up this whole meeting with her attitude.
She
Even,
did.
even though Charlie knew, he was like, I'm not even honoring this thing because I don't it don't sit right with me. I'm not
Yeah.
honoring it. It don't sit right with me. You didn't get it right. It was something fishy going on with this whole deal.
Because he was saying it before they even came in. And
Yeah.
his assistant was like, "What are you going to do?" He was like, "I don't know. I guess we going to see. We about to find out." But once they came in there, I don't know what the heck she thought she was doing. She always thinks she making something better and she make it worse.
She make everything worse. She
Mm-hmm.
make everything worse. And then you know what? We find out why she makes everything worse. Because Jimmy Baxter married into the family. Her father's the real Don.
Right.
Her father's the
Yeah.
Don. He's just a boss, but her father's the Don.
Right. It's
So then
starting
you
to make more sense because she was like, "Oh, we should have been using my family name instead of your name because that actually holds more
holds
weight."
weight.
You
That
know,
holds weight, rings bells,
and
knock
that's
down
why she
doors.
barely got any respect for him. So it definitely makes it make more sense.
Yep. So now this is when she pulls up to him at the bus stop. And she comes to the bus stop and she knows about the meeting at the park. She knows that he spoke to Carlo.
Yeah, what was you and Carlo talking about? She just
Oh,
is all in it.
I look, I'm gonna give it to you like this. He's ditching that phone soon.
Yeah,
I should
yeah.
I should have put that as the vote in the chat. Do you think he gonna ditch this phone anytime soon? Because he need to, because she hearing too much.
Yeah.
Yeah, the family's name was Conti.
Mhm.
Mm-hmm. Mom is a hothead. Yep.
Yeah.
So she knows everything about the conversation. Michael is getting he's getting hip to her knowing where he is, and so he knows there's something up with that phone, and I believe he's gonna
Exactly.
get rid of it. And he's
Yeah.
gonna get rid of that phone Olivia gave him. Yeah, definitely. So where we go? Oh, look, this was kind of like sexual tension, yo.
It
It's just
was.
go ahead. I'm gonna let you have the floor, Miss
It
Pam.
definitely was. Like, first of all, what did he told her that his little henchman was gonna take care of something. They was arguing. He pulled her and she's like, "You got a lot of nerve," and he just stop it, holding on. So I said, "Why don't y'all just go ahead in the bedroom?" So it made me laugh when she was like, "Oh, are you gonna have him come and do me too?" I said, "Well, damn, she is something," because
So
it
the
seemed
question
like
is, has it been happening though?
right,
Because he finna take care of
exactly,
everything else. They not sleeping in the
exactly,
same bed. She covering
right.
herself up. Remember, we
Mm-hmm.
talked about this last week with her covering herself
Exactly.
up. She covered
Uh-huh.
herself up like, this your husband.
Right.
So
And it
now it's
did
making
seem like he was calming her down for a minute and she ain't like that. So then she had to buck up again. I said, yo,
mm-hmm.
this lady. Mm-mm-mm.
Kendall said Gina needs to get broke off.
Yeah.
Yeah, she needs something. She need to
Hmm.
get broke off. She she's this woman right here, yes, she's getting on my last nerve too.
She always get on my nerves. Absolutely.
If he doesn't get rid of it, yeah, she has to get some. Is this the phone you talking about, Kendall? He has to get rid of that phone and
Yeah.
feed her some wrong info. You're absolutely right.
Yeah.
You're absolutely right.
He gonna have to because if he don't, then she ain't gonna have no problem with taking him down. She's just using him. Either way, she's looking at the bigger picture. She don't give a daggone what happened to Michael. So I don't think he that dumb that he gonna think that she really, is caring about him and his daggone grandbaby. Come on.
Right. I agree.
Mm-hmm.
So now he goes back
Hey,
to
Nita.
Michael. Hey, Nita. Michael goes back to Michael goes back to Charles. Well, Charles comes by Michael's house, his mother-in-law's house. He's trying to act like he not home. But they have this conversation, and he like, look, I need to know. Do they know about me? Did anybody have
Right.
anything to do with this? Because
Mm-hmm.
I need to know all of this that's going on.
Exactly. Now he kind of going back and making sure and double checking because that first time they talked, he was just more so like, "Oh, I know you got my back," and you know what I'm saying, took everything, all the weight. And he did say to him, like, oh, something else could still come up. But he was like, oh, no, it was only the three of us. So I guess now he's like, let me make sure ain't nothing else in the mix, especially since he told the Baxters no on that whole deal and all of that. And then
Right.
he's like, he can't really tell him nothing. He just said, I will always do whatever I can to protect you. And I know Charlie believes him when he's saying that, but he don't know that Michael done went and blah, blah, blah.
But yeah, he knows that. But let me ask you this, and I'm gonna ask everybody chat. I want to hear your honest opinion. Do you think that Olivia, being the cocky person that she is gonna, you know how somebody knows they got somebody jammed up? Do you think she's gonna go tell Jimmy Baxter or Gina that he was involved with getting rid of that car that killed his son?
Hmm.
Or do you think she's just gonna hold it close to her chest because she wants to take down the whole crime, the whole crime family?
I think she'll hold it close to her chest for now because of the bigger picture and what she want to do. If she feel like she's backed against the wall and she ain't got no choice, then that may be something that she'll do. I also think that she would approach Charlie and maybe start hitting at something with him as well. That's what I thought you was about to say at first.
I don't know if I think she might
But
put
that would be like a last resort.
if okay. This is how I feel. If I could see that happening, but I could see it happening only if Michael stops cooperating so much.
Right.
So if he
Hmm.
getting rid of that phone, she might turn around and do something like that.
Yeah, he gotta really move careful with her and be smarter than her. And well, we didn't get to that part yet, so I'll wait. But
Okay, so I don't know. She's a wild. Yeah, she is a
yeah,
wild card.
definitely.
She is a wild card. What's up, Jeremiah?
Because she want to keep the leverage in the upper hand.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. So my next question is with this, he's worried now because now he knows that he covered for him, but how much did he keep to himself? So
Right.
he basically he is trying to figure out that.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, let me see what Nita said. Hold up. Olivia seems like she may overplay her hand. Yeah, she
Mm-hmm.
is because she's very cocky.
Yes,
She's very
absolutely.
cocky. I think Carlo's gonna die. I could see that happening, but I think he gonna go to jail. I think dude is going back to jail.
Yeah.
Who knows? They might get him jammed up where he end up telling on everybody.
Right.
Okay, you seen how he did it. Somebody already mentioned it earlier about how I'm a start this comment because we already see how Carlo get down. We already see how he you seen how he threw his mans to the bus under the bus.
Exactly.
So I
Mm-hmm.
could see him doing that to save himself because he's a rat. He could
Right.
be a I
Yeah.
could see him being a rat.
Yeah. Absolutely.
Yeah. I think Carlo gonna go back to jail, yo. All right, so we get here. This girl, okay, now let me go back to this thing where he was the whole sexual tension thing. He's mad at her because he knows she went and did something. And what she did, she went to go talk to this guy and she
Mm-hmm.
made him a counter offer and she
Right.
made it for cash so she could have and she'll have it to him by the end of the week.
Right.
So he's like, well, if you can't do this, Mo, I can't rocks with you. You gotta
Right.
have it all, and by the end of the week. So he's
Mm-hmm.
ready to pull them funds for that for getting the product to locking this place down and come back to that. And
Mm-hmm.
then she calls him and tells him, look, the deal is off, bring my money back. And he was like, if I do this, what this will cause problems. Because remember, he only went down there for a little bit. The cousin convinced him to get more because he want to get on.
Exactly.
And now they on the hook for this money now.
Yeah. He was like, you know what kind of problems we'll get in if we back out now? You know, he on his way. I'm waiting here to meet him now. She was like, listen, what I said, okay, bring it back. That's that with that. We have to worry about that later. And then these two fools, I said, what is wrong with them?
I'm like, it wasn't even him. It was
It was
Trey that
cousin,
started it.
yeah.
Trey
And
was doing this
I get him
for us.
saying something in terms of, yo, how you gonna say you backing out now? Put up my word, you know what the God gonna do. But it's like he have to listen to what Mo is telling him. But then for y'all to sit there and start fighting, I'm like, are you freaking kidding me right now? Y'all don't got time for this. And at first I thought that Eugene was gonna come running out because he had told him stay there and gave
Mm-hmm.
him the bag. When he seen the cops go out in the store, you could tell Eugene was already shook just seeing them. And I thought he was gonna like go and tell either. I thought he was either about to run away and don't say nothing, or go inside and be like the cops is there.
He
But
was scared, but
instead, he was
he know
just
little Mo told him
right.
not to watch that money, so he knew he
Yeah,
couldn't
so he
leave.
was just sitting there with the bag, and then they come out fighting, and he just looking. He ain't know what to do. I was like, oh man. Huh. Then they end up getting daggone arrested. I said, child, this is a hot mess.
Eugene he should have told them the
That's
police
what
was
I
there,
thought he was gonna do at
but he
first,
ain't do
but he
it.
just froze. Like he was shook. He was scared.
All right, please subscribe to Tamika's channel. Please subscribe if you're here for the first time. So, okay, wait a minute. The wife has the nerve to be talking about religion. I know, and she looks
Yeah,
like a
and the biggest devil, but that I don't mean to say that because
she's evil though.
yeah.
She is mad evil, yo.
She is.
Cause she's
Big
the one that's
hypocrite.
remember, she's the one that set up the hit on Kofi.
Right, you so worried
She
about
set up the hit
soul.
at the funeral.
And then one of his daggone family going. It's like, really, girl?
Mm-hmm.
The whole daggone family.
All right, so we got 21 people in the building. Please hit that like button and holla at your girl. All right, what's up, Monique?
Hey, Monique.
Yeah. I was yelling, don't answer that phone. Yo, me too. He looked like he's scared anyway. Once
Yeah,
he
he
left that
is. He's
car,
so scared.
the way he left that car, you know he was scared.
Yeah.
And then for them to have that fight, that was crazy.
Yeah.
So,
I was scared that one of them was gonna end up getting shot because it was like even when the cops came, they was still going at it. They literally had to pull them and hold them down. I was like, oh, come on.
yo, he threw him through a window.
Yeah, they was
And he
getting
really was trying not to fight him like that.
right. He was telling him like, chill. He still
Let's
kept
check it.
coming.
Let's check it out.
Don't answer that. Stop! Stop holding me! Get the fuck off me!
Yo.
He told him, Trey, chill. He's still going. He was still going.
Yeah, when they broke the window, it was a wrap.
Yeah, absolutely.
And then the real thing, the real kicker was when he headbutted the cop. He broke the cop's nose when he did his head back like that and headbutted him.
Yeah.
So, she from New Orleans because she got the Saints sign up. Is she? Is Miss T from New Orleans? Yeah. I hate seeing family fight either, but he was really trying not to fight him, Lil Mo. He was trying not to fight him. And it just went, it just went sideways. But my thing is this. He's locked up now. Eugene takes off. So I guess they both got locked up. So he got to go back and tell damn, her name is on the tip of my tongue. He's got to go back and tell his aunt, or actually his mother now, because she was like, I could be what's his new name? I could be his mother. When she did that, I like when she did that. But I forgot her name. If anybody remember her, I can't, I don't even have my book in here to look at my notes.
I know it was something. Was it with an A or with an L?
Hold up.
I can't even remember it either right now. I ain't even gonna lie.
Somebody put it in the chat because I saw it and I said it and I had it, but she's gonna be pissed off when they come back and find out that they in jail for fighting.
Oh yeah, she about to go off on Big Mo because she knew that it was more going on and he wasn't out there just for no daggone car.
Okay,
Oh,
Jara.
Aunt Sheila, okay.
Oh yeah, Aunt Sheila. Okay, the person that was supposed to get the money is going to try to kill one of them. Oh yeah, and it might be the one that lives in the area
Yeah.
because he's the one that dealt with them before.
Yeah, they about to
Mm-hmm.
have a whole nother issue. Big Mo is calling mad because she waiting for him to bring her the daggone money back so
Mm-hmm.
she could go ahead and take care of her situation.
She
And
want to
then
make sure he want his way back. She
yeah,
told him to bring me my effing money.
and now she gonna find out that he done got daggone locked up, and then the guy gonna be looking for them. So they gonna have a whole nother situation going on that they did not need.
All right, so we find out here. This is the whole story with Harry the Hook. He was
Hmm.
try. He was acquitted for a murder. He was acquitted for a murder, and then 25 years later, they retried him for the same crime because double jeopardy didn't count because the judge was compromised, and
Right.
he ended up getting I think how much years? I don't remember how much. I think he said he got 25 to life or something like that.
Yeah.
Yeah, so he ended up getting life in prison after this. So
Right.
he's like Carlo is scared now, and I'm glad. I'm
Yeah, he
glad, Mike.
needed
I'm
something.
glad he scared him because he was so
Hmm.
cocky.
He needed something to wake him up and shake his behind up because he just thinks he's invincible because
Mm-hmm.
his mama make him seem like he invincible and he could do whatever the heck he want to do.
Right,
So
and
I
he
was
was gonna be
glad.
keep being a butthead.
Right. I was glad he shook his behind up too. And, of course, Jimmy talking about who you heard that from. Because at first he was like, oh, no, it don't work that way. And you ain't got to worry about that. Once he showed him everything, who told you that? And then he just gonna show him the computer screen when Mike was sitting there.
Yeah, but he ain't saying he didn't say that he showed him. He's not
Right.
telling
He
him
ain't
that.
say not a word. He just
And
pointed it. I said,
how can he believe? We almost done, Tamika. I got you. How can he believe that he's almost that he really was this really was a self-defense trial and that he really was fighting for his life? That boy was scared of
Exactly.
him.
Exactly. Come on now. He knew what
Okay,
he
let me see.
did.
Eugene done unzipped the duffel bag and saw the money. Yes, Lord.
Yes. For real, for real. And
Okay, this
even when he
conversation.
came down
Oh,
here, I like
mhm.
the conversation and I like the fact he went behind the bar, poured a drink. But I say, Jimmy, you full of crap. But I didn't like how when he first stepped to him, he was on some, oh, okay, yeah, you need to get from around here and don't be in here no more. Stop coming around my family. I'm like, listen, you don't own every damn thing, okay? Well, he do own this place, right? Technically, but
Yeah, he do.
like
That's
you
his
can, at the
hotel.
end of the day, that's your damn grandson's grandfather too. So you ain't about to get rid of him now that he knows. So bye.
And he not trying to piss Fia off. Fia is
Right.
not going to have that. Fia stop talking to
Exactly.
all of them if they do
Right.
something like that.
If you trying to get on her good side, that's the last thing you want to do.
Mm-hmm.
But I like the fact that he asked him about, even though Jimmy lied, we all knew he was lying. But I like how he asked him about that and told him about the night and all that. Ain't gonna talk about, oh, you just made assumptions and was judging me and was thinking this and that. But I wouldn't have did that. And then when they walking away, and his little henchman asked him, "Would you have let him go?" He said, "No, he would have been dead on sight." I said, "We know
Heck
that."
yeah. We already know
hmm
that.
Right.
I think if they would have went there and confessed, I don't even think Jimmy would have did it. I think Gina would have did it.
Oh heck yeah,
Gina would
absolutely.
have Gina would have lined everything up to take Adam out.
hmm She would have beat him to the punch. Absolutely.
Yeah, he can't get him to leave. He can't go nowhere.
hmm
Phil will shut everybody down. She'll excommunicate them.
hmm
Okay?
Yes,
And then
definitely.
now we're with this whole conversation with these two, right? Why would you tell her to come here to a gun range to have a conversation? You know damn well you can't talk like how you want to talk and talk in there.
Right. Mm-hmm. She full of crap. This was the part I was saying, oh, I'll wait till we get to it because this lady annoys me. And then we both know that you know, Olivia's full of daggone crap and looking out for her best interest, and now she trying to bring her onto her team, and she busy in her fuzz. And I'm like, girl, this ain't who you need to be bringing into your team. So, and even she said, like, oh, we both want the same thing. She said, lady, I don't know what you want because right now she's just fixated on the fact that she feel like Michael, betrayed her and did her wrong. Like I was saying, she makes it seem like it's all about her, and it was like it really wasn't about you. Yeah, you might have got caught up and feel betrayed in the mix of it, but nothing that he did was about you. But I do agree with her when she's saying to Olivia, I don't even know what you here for, lady, or what you trying to do, because we don't know which angle she trying to come at. She claimed they on the same side, but it's like, are y'all really?
Nah, y'all. To me, she's bitter. But from the beginning of this whole thing, when everything was set off, she stuck her nose in stuff that she wasn't had no business doing. He
Mm-hmm.
told her don't look for that car. She started
Right.
looking for the car, and that's how this whole thing got mixed up like this. Because she's the one
Mm-hmm.
that arrested Kofi.
Right. Exactly. Mm-hmm.
And she do need help with Michael. Yeah, she needs help with him, but she resents him so much. Is she really
Yeah.
going to help or harm the case?
Exactly. And would she really be a help? Do you really think Michael about to open up to her again? That's my whole thing.
I don't think so. Not after how she was talking to him. She waited for him to come by that graveyard to visit his wife and his son, just to say what she said to him. She's determined
Exactly.
to put him back in jail.
Mm-hmm. Absolutely.
Yes, she is gonna mess up the whole game plan. She's gonna
Yeah.
do something crazy where she either gonna try to take Baxter down on her own,
Right. I could see her
or she
doing
gonna
that.
get cocky and say something to Baxter. Remember we was talking about? I was saying that
Mm-hmm.
it might be her that go to him.
Yeah. I could see her doing that just because of how she's feeling too.
She gonna leak the audio of Michael snitching. Wow.
That's what I've been worried
Yo,
about.
if she does that, then she's gonna mess up Charlie too. And
Mm-hmm.
just like Jeremiah said, she's gonna mess up the whole game plan if she put her 2 cents in.
Right. Yeah.
All right, so
Definitely.
look, we got one more thing, and then we done. He finds out about the money. Somebody already said about how look. He looked like he was scared when he seen this.
Mm-hmm.
Because now he can't answer it because he ain't supposed to be there.
Exactly.
He can't bring the money back to her.
Right.
So is he gonna be locked up? Okay, do y'all think he's gonna be locked up talking about Big Little Mo? Do you think Little Mo's gonna be locked up where he has no choice but depend on Eugene to bring this money back to him?
Mm,
That's a good one.
yeah. It's a possibility because
You think so? What do you think?
it's a possibility, but then do they even know where he at? Because I don't think he went back to the our house. This is not the our house, all right? Am I wrong?
That
I
look like
felt
that's his room.
it is his room.
It
Okay.
can't be unless it's a hotel or something.
That's what I was
But this
thinking
look
at
like the
first. I'm
bed.
like,
This look like
I
that.
said, is
It
this
look like his bedroom.
okay? That's what I was trying to figure out. I was like, did he go back and he in his
I'm looking
bedroom
at
or
the
did he go
pictures
to
on
a
the wall.
hotel?
You see
Mm.
the pictures
Oh
on the
yeah,
wall
I
with his
didn't see the
drawing?
pictures at first. Yes,
Yeah,
yes,
that's his
yes.
bedroom. He went
Okay,
back
yeah.
home.
Because I was like,
Not
wait a
home,
minute,
but
if
he
he
went
had a
back.
hotel, how they gonna find him? He looked like he wasn't trying to answer nobody. He looked shook. And he was closing the blinds. I'm like, okay, so what he gonna do? So if he's there, we know for sure that Big Mo might have to end up coming there. It might be where she have to come there because I know it looked like that sister's getting in her behind on the phone. And she
Yeah,
already know that money. Yeah.
I
So
want to do a trailer breakdown. I might do a trailer breakdown of this or tomorrow or something. I'm gonna try to do
because
something.
that aunt sure as heck ain't taking that money down there to her. You can forget
Heck
that one.
no. Heck no. I'm nervous for you. Yo, I'm nervous for Eugene too.
Yeah. Mhm.
Use the aunt. Yeah, I could see that happening, Moochie. I hope he doesn't draw a picture of what happened that night. You know? Cause he just giving all illustrations and everything, sis.
Right.
All
Yep.
right, and last, I think this is the last. Yeah, this is the last thing. This is the last thing. Now they know that they co-parenting, co-grandparenting together. Where you think this relationship is gonna go? Is it gonna get better with these two? Because at
Mm.
first, when this whole trial thing was going on, they was communicating right and everything. Because that was he didn't know at the time that it was actually Adam that took out Rocco. He didn't know that
Yeah.
he was involved with the hit and run. They was just worried about getting Carlo off for taking out Kofi.
I don't see it getting better at all. He may act a certain way when Fia's around on her behalf because, like we already said, we know she ain't playing that, and she want to have a relationship with Michael and want her baby to have a relationship. At first, when I had heard the door open in the footsteps, I said, "Is that Fia coming out, or is that daggone Jimmy walking in?" I was asking that as I
When
was
I saw
hearing
that
the
hair,
noise.
I was like, "Oh, shoot,
And
it's
then as soon
him."
as he walked up on him, because at first Michael didn't want to hold the baby or nothing, she put him down, go to the bathroom. Then when he started making noise, he walking over and looking at him. I'm like, oh. So as soon as I heard that noise, I was like, oh, they about to put some stuff in the mix, ain't they? And then they both looking down at him. First they looked at each other, then they looking down at him, and I'm like, yeah, it's about to be a mess. It's definitely not gonna be no overnight thing. Could it get there over time? But how much
Mm-hmm.
time? Yeah, he ain't trying to mess with him. He's trying to keep him as far away as he can, but it's not gonna work. How you can't keep him away. So I don't know what you're gonna do. And you know that the daggone mama is definitely not gonna want to be bothered with him.
Right. So the last thing I want to ask you before we get off of here is, oh wait, let me read this question. RD says because of the money, Little Mo will need Eugene to help get that money back to Mo. Yeah, because I think he's gonna be locked up for a little while because of
Yeah,
the assault against the police officer.
yeah, definitely.
So he messed that whole
Mhm.
thing up. And keep in mind where he is, they could get to him. The cartel.
Yeah. Mhm.
Yeah, Eugene better go hide if Big Mo coming.
Yeah.
The wife will never. Yeah, she'll never accept Michael. She'll never accept
Yeah.
him. Well, what you got going on your channel? I know you got to go to Brillo, so I'm gonna let you get out of here. And
Yeah, I'm about to be on Umbrella. I don't know. I think he already started. It was supposed to be 7:05, so I'm gonna
it's
join
nine
him.
after, so they just
I
started.
got sisters that I'm doing tonight. Of course, BMF will be coming up when that come out, and Love at the Lockup. I'm also trying to figure it out. Well, I'm definitely accepting Brillo's challenge, and I'm definitely gonna be also doing some Black History Month movies. But I'll be like putting it in my community tab and letting y'all know when that's gonna come out because I'm trying to figure out which movies I'm gonna do and when. So it's about to get busy, busy, busy. Plus my regular reviews. So be
Okay.
on the lookout for that.
All right, so that is our show for this evening. Wait, let me see one more comment. And it's from Eugene. Okay. Eugene better be. I mean, it's from Jeremiah. What am I saying? I'm calling him Eugene. Sorry, Jeremiah. Eugene better be careful if he comes back because the Baxters think he's dead.
Right,
But look, he's
exactly.
so angry. You don't know what that boy gonna do. Because
Hmm.
remember why he left.
Right. I
If Thea
definitely agree.
has a christening for the baby, even though he's the grandfather, I can also I can also see her making the judge the baby's godparent as well. Yeah, because she know her family is just in for a life of crime.
Absolutely.
All right, so that is our show. Thank you for coming out.
All
If you are
right.
here for the rewatch, please hit #rewatch and holla at your girl. And talk to you guys soon. Later.
Thank you for
Thanks for
having me,
coming out.
Moochie. Bye,
Thank you.
y'all.
Later. Ew.